Hi, thank you for joining us today for our presentation on the Georgian-American Leadership Academy. Um, this will take place in the New York City metro area from August 1st to 17th this summer. My name is Owen Lombardi. I'm the academic director at the Georgian-American Leadership Academy, and I've actually been to Georgia before and I loved it. I would like to warmly invite you to the United States. And I'll let you know this. If you speak Georgian, which I know you all do, you're already geniuses. It's got to be the hardest language in the entire world, and English should be absolutely a snap by comparison. So SAT preparation in English should be very easy for you, and we're here to make it fun as well, while we give you a tour of the United States, focusing on New York City. We're going to actually be in New Jersey, but New York City is a stone's throw away, only 45 minutes. So we'll make it to there and you'll get to see a lot of New York City. Okay, so the college experience is the point of our Leadership Academy, getting you on campus before you actually go to college so you're prepared and you know what it's like to live on a huge college campus. There's a lot of freedom, it's a lot of fun, and you can experience that early with us as your guide. So we will live on a college campus for 2 weeks. We will have classroom learning. We will prepare for the SATs. We'll also do leadership focus training, and it will be a fusion of academic and camp type activities. Our location will be Rutgers University, and here you see some pictures of the university on screen on this slide. It's a top-ranked American university, a world-famous research center. We will focus our classes on English immersion. It's all in all its facets and really learning English at a masterful level. There's lots of tricks and tools to really get you to become very fluent in the language very quickly, and that's what we're here to do. We'll also have a lot of fun activities, sports, arts, games, movie nights, competitions, and lots of prizes along the way. I'd like to show you a short video of what the Rutgers University campus looks like now, and you can see that here. Here's a look at where we'll be staying on a college campus. The buildings where you stay are called dormitories, or dorms for short. And we'll also have access to the campus-wide student center, which is an incredible place in and of itself, the massive dining halls, and the world-class gyms, which are also huge. And each dormitory is 4 stories tall, and we will have that all to ourselves for our Georgian students. And we'll only need to take up 2 floors of that, 1 floor for girls, 1 floor for boys. Each floor will have 2 adult supervisors that sleep overnight with you, in different rooms, of course. We'll have 2 students per room. And as you can see here, there's some cool places to hang out and relax in the dorm as well. You have a lounge, you have a game room area with foosball, ping pong table, billiards or pool, and TV access. So that's one of the fun parts of being in college as well, too. You do have a lot of free time and you get to hang out with your friends. So you're going to have that same experience with us. You'll also have free time every day to go to the gym if you want. There's absolutely state-of-the-art equipment like you've probably never even seen before. Basketball, weightlifting, yoga, aerobics, swimming. There's a rock climbing wall. I mean, all sorts of things you can do. The amazing thing about Rutgers University is it's one of the biggest universities in the United States. In the academic year, there are 50,000 students, which is the size of a small city. In the summer, there are only 10,000 students. So we'll basically have the place to ourselves by comparison. And it's really cool to see that. The dining halls were one of my favorite parts of college. I mean, it's just every possible food you could imagine. There are different stations for each kind of foods. Very international cuisine, a huge variety. There's buffet style. It's all you can eat. You're hanging out with your friends at the same time. That was one of my favorite experiences were the shared meals because they're amazing. And it's fun to have that independence from your parents. And, you know, it's a very unique thing being in college before you get there without the same amount of pressure as when you're in real college. So it's the best of both worlds, win-win. This is a look at our academic curriculum during our 2-week program. First thing to say is that it's the summer. So we're going to have a lot of laughter along with the learning. It's going to be fun, very creative, very participatory, experiential, a lot of input from the students. You'll get to work together and really get to know the other kids in our program that you come with from Georgia. A lot of them will be from your school, but you'll get to know them on a much deeper level and get to spend a lot of time with them and present small projects and do small bits of research and share them with the group. So you'll really get to know people and make friends. SAT preparation is a big part of our program. That's a key to getting into college, of course, as you know. We'll talk about and teach you how to take the test, the strategies to succeed, and of course, repetition, actually taking real segments of the test. Very important to do. You'll have a baseline of your starting scores and your improvement as we go. Our philosophy is experiential learning. We want a lot of the information to come from you. And so we'll teach in a way that facilitates that. We'll have a lot of teamwork and breakout groups. English immersion is the environment we're in to develop and master vocabulary of English, comprehension, pronunciation, and all of that comes from lots of practice in a variety of ways. Public speaking will be something we focus on and the techniques, how to do that. Creative writing in English, you get a lot of practice in that too. That's a key to the college essay. How to be original and stand out. That's easier said than done. But when you learn the techniques for how to develop that originality, you can carry that over into the rest of your life. The SAT English preparation, as I said, includes actual test segments. You need to be taking those over and over again, so it's no surprise when you get there and you're already very familiar with it and used to it. We'll have small group projects with lots of prizes and quiz apps for language development. We also, as you can see, have the name leadership in our title. And we will offer 4 focus areas of leadership. Business leadership, and that's a big aspect of that is entrepreneurship. What's cool about our program is you don't usually get to learn anything about entrepreneurship till at least college if you're lucky and you take business classes, but more likely even you have to do that in a master's program for an MBA. We want to teach you that now because that's the most exciting part of business. And in my experience and opinion, there's entrepreneurship in every type of business, and even in things that are not technically called a business. It's just the concept of creatively learning and thinking about what you can do that's new and innovative and how to really bring that out to the world in a practical way. And that's something you're completely capable of, and we'll let you run with that in small groups. Political leadership is another important area. And again, in an experiential way, we'll throw you into a mock parliament and see, what would you do? What laws would you make? What do you want to see happen in Georgia? You know, you have to start being put in these situations to think about your potential as a leader. And that needs to start right away, in my opinion. So that's our philosophy. Now, kind of the basis for all types of leadership is communication mastery. And there are amazing techniques to really develop that kind of mastery in communication, how to listen, how to be aware of your own feelings, thoughts, and your own message you want to convey, while at the same time being able to listen, read the room, and notice what other people are saying, and how to have good boundaries in doing all that. Public speaking and presentation skills is our fourth area. And that also has many helpful techniques and tools and secrets that can help you learn to get much better at that and how to approach that. So this is what we think is a great toolbox for becoming a future leader. Another cool and innovative part of our program is what we call the Career Spotlight. We will invite working professionals, doctors, lawyers, entrepreneurs, experts in different fields to come and either in person or via Zoom join us almost every academic day. And beforehand, we will brainstorm as a group questions to ask them, to interview them, to find out, what's your job really like? What do you do on a daily basis? And of course, the reason for that is for you to know what kind of career you might want to pursue, what it's really like. Am I going to like that or not? You know, you have to know these things. And there's no better way than what we call informational interviewing. So asking somebody, what's it like? What do you do? You know, you might think you know what it's like from TV and movies, but sometimes they're not always the most accurate guide. Not to mention that there's all sorts of different areas of a profession. If, say, you wanted to be a lawyer, what kind of law? There's lots of different kinds. Some you might actually like, some you might really find boring. So being a doctor the same way, or running a business, same kind of thing. So this is about getting to know yourself as well, what you like, what you don't like. And it all starts with asking the right questions. And we're here to do that and lead you through that process. So it's very exciting, actually. This is a little bit about our tour of New York City, some of the places we will go and see. Again, the university where we'll be staying is only 45 minutes away from New York City. And we're going to journey to New York City in a very cool and visually exciting way on the water, on a boat. They call it a ferry. The state we'll be in is New Jersey, and we'll get on the ferry in New Jersey and take it through the Hudson River to New York City. We should pass the Statue of Liberty. Also, once we get to New York City, we'll be seeing some other sites there. And this is just a view from the river here. This is the boat. Once we get to New York City, one of the places we will visit is a New York City observation deck. So this is a building that's just designed to give you an amazing view of the city. As you can see here, the walls are made entirely of glass. You see in the lower left-hand corner picture there, and even the floors are made of glass. In some of the rooms, they have multiple rooms just designed to give you this incredible view of the city and put you right in the middle of it. You feel like you're standing in the middle of the sky, and it's very high floor, so you're above most of the other buildings. And people just find it to be an incredible experience. So that's one of the highlights of the trip for sure, in terms of the touring of New York City portion. Another amazing thing we'd like to share with you actually comes out of Georgia itself. A Georgian entrepreneur has set up an incredible fusion of art, science, and technology, and it's called Art Tech House. It's in New York City, and it's really beyond words, but basically you're immersed in this interactive video artistic experience where the video screens are all around you, reflected on the floor, and the art and the imagery is just rushing all around you and moving like you're inside of an artistic movie. And it's really cool. So also amazing that that came out of Georgia. As you can see here, here's the name of the entrepreneur, Sandro, and I don't think I can even attempt his last name, but you might know how to pronounce it. So, but that's really an amazing experience as well. So another thing we're going to do is visit the Oculus World Trade Center. Now, this is an extraordinary building that is next to the location of the former Twin Towers, which is what fell in the tragedy on 9/11 when terrorist planes hit the buildings and they crashed down. It's an incredible design. It's shaped like a bird taking flight, symbolizing hope and renewal. Very unique architecture, and it's an experience to kind of experience a little piece of history. Also, Times Square and the 9/11 Memorial are very unique, iconic, essential parts of the New York City experience, so we'll take you there too. Times Square has giant, dazzling lights and giant screens with ads flickering, and it's a very wild place. Very iconically New York, so we'll go and visit that too. One of the things we will incorporate is summer camp type like activities. The Six Flags amusement park, also a water park at Six Flags, one of the biggest shopping malls in the world too, that has its own roller coaster and incredible shopping and restaurants. Very uniquely American kind of a thing. That's right close to New York City in the area as well, so we'll take you there. And also art exhibits and museums. Art is essential to keeping your mind creative, flexible, and being a well-rounded person in general. It's very important to always be able to have a unique perspective on things, and artists are always reminding us of new ways to see things. So this is an example of an art museum that's on Rutgers campus itself, and some of its works you see here, and we'll check it out. Here we have the Six Flags amusement park. These are some world-class roller coasters, which is a great combination of absolute danger and safety at the same time, because they're safe even though they don't feel like it. So kids absolutely love that, and I know you'll love it too. Here's a look at the water park excursion, and also world-class, really amazing thing. The US has some great offerings in that area. It's a ton of fun, and great way to hang out with your friends and really bond and get to know people. So that's basically our presentation, and this is a little bit more about me. Again, my name is Owen Lombardi. I'm your academic director. I have an undergraduate degree from the Rutgers University, where we'll be staying, a dual degree in history and secondary education. So then I went on to get a master's degree in counseling psychology. I've actually taught 9th and 11th graders in New Jersey and also in Santa Fe, New Mexico, which is a state in the United States, as well as teaching adults in graduate psychology and a variety of other adult learning programs, both in person and online in the US and internationally. And I would absolutely love to meet you all and get a chance to know you better. We'll make our teacher, which will be me as well as other teachers, available for in-person tutoring to get some extra focus individually and to get to know you better, but to help you work through your unique individual problems will be available most nights during the academic day. And we'll really focus on what you want to work on and what you want to achieve. And you'll get that personal attention as well. And you'll have a digital portfolio to take home with you to show some of the work you've done while you've been with us and some of your progress that you can share with your parents. And as you can see, this is the contact information for our Georgian program director, Dr. Nino Abralova, who's an absolute master teacher herself and will be joining us. You can connect with her for further questions. And I thank you for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I'd be honored to meet you in person and have you come stay with us in the United States for an amazing experience for 2 weeks on a college campus. Going to college before you actually get there. Okay, thank you.